Good day, good day, good day. Welcome to a new series, Pushing the Potters. This is episode number 1. Now, this isn't a series that's kicking off straight at the start of the default season. This is North Save kicking off at the start of a updated database for the forthcoming 17-18 season's transfers. Instead, no, what we actually have is a season that I've already played through. So that's the first default season, if you like, with the January update. So we are into 17-18, but not as you might know it in real life. So let's have a look at what exactly I mean. So this is a squad. Last season we managed a fantastic third place finish. We obviously that gives us Champions League football and therefore Champions League money. So what does that mean to the squad? What have we been able to do in terms of transfers? Well, let's take you back to last season. We didn't do a lot. We sold Phil Bardsley and bought in a loan signing of Moritz Bauer from Rubin Kazan. That was all we did. This coming season, though, we've sold £61 million worth of player, the majority of that being the English striker Seydou Berahino down here for £55 million. Obviously a big sale, but big money that we could bring in. Is he worth 55 million? Probably, with the goals he managed to score for us last season. If we have a look, he did score us 20 Premier League goals, or rather 19. Sorry, 19 Premier League goals so that's 1 in 2. It's pretty good, and then 22 in 43 overall. So certainly a good player. And you can see for Liverpool, he's already got 7 in 4. So that's pretty good. We also sold Philip Volshad. That was a pre-agreed transfer. John Walters has gone out to Swansea. Nothing of real note. We've allowed a lot of the academy to move out on frees, including long-term injury absentees in Athelai and Ireland. We've also released Charlie Adam, who has gone to Reading. So he's landed on his arse there. Athelai's gone to Empoli, as you would, and Stephen Ireland, naturally, without a club. So, what about the ins, though? What have we done to refresh the squad? We bought in Kieran Trippier for what I feel is a bargain at 8.25. Certainly freshens up that right side with Glenn Johnson having a good season last year, but Kieran Trippier is far and away a better player. We also signed Jefferson Sigurdsson. Worth noting that Swansea were relegated from the Premier League, so we were able to pick him up for £11 million. You'll see that we've already kicked into the season. He's not really started very well, and that's quite disappointing. That was a pre-agreed transfer, Jokalainen. Ruben Vetso's come in as defensive cover. I think that's a good deal at £4 million. John Brooks seems to be a class act and has started as such. 5 games, 7.42 in the league. Dennis Ergo's been brought in on a free. I think he's a good option. He's played well for us as well. I mean, we've only used him sparingly. He's come from the bench. Christopher Ayer, a lot of FMers know this player. I'm sure you do. He's signed from Celtic for just £5.25 million. Gives us that extra depth in the centre of the park. Another Celtic signing. Again, everyone will know this boy. Moussa Dembele, bought in for £8.5 million. Guaranteed that he's going to be worth that. He's already started scoring. Big money signing Arkadiusz Milik. We wanted to bring in a big player after selling Seydou, and this guy seems to he's starting to find his feet. He struggled. You can see he's had just a 6.67, but he has started to score. He scored in the Champions League with a good performance, and now he's scored in the Premier League in our most recent game. Final signing on loan is Baba Rahman, just to give us some extra depth at left back, because we did suffer an injury. A big injury there, knee tendonitis to Eric Peters, so it limited our options just to Dennis Aogo. Whether he's starting to deteriorate physically and been able to cope with the regular Premier League, Champions League combination was a question to answer. So Baba Rahman will certainly be able to improve the squad in that aspect. We've also had Bojan back and Hosselu have come back into the squad, so that's 2 extra players, almost like free transfers. We do have a game today against Watford. So we're going to go into that and see how we do. Hopefully we'll be able to continue our fine form. Hosselu seems to have a little knock, as does his replacement. We've got quite a few defenders on the bench, so we don't really want to put Aogo on there, but we don't really have well, we do have a left back. I didn't mention Muniesa, whether he's good enough. You'll have to. Well, I'm sure you'll have made your own decision on that. So I think we'll probably go like this today, with the exception of Whelan. I think he's past it, and we'll probably line up like this. Yes, we'll go like that. We are at home. It is an EFL Cup game, so it's certainly of less importance, but I think it'll be a good start for the series. Obviously, finishing third last year, there's only there's 2 places to go, but there's only really one place we want to go, and that's into the top 1 if we can. Whether the squad's that good, I don't think so. So it may well be a season of consolidation. Anything in the top 6 would be wonderful, but it's about making that happen. So as we kick off here, as I say, it is an EFL Cup game, so it's home to Watford. It should be, I don't want to say straightforward, but we should be beating Watford. And almost a goal, or at least an option there, straight off Sigurdsson, deflected away from a corner from Cathcart. I doubt we'll see anything here. It'll be headed away, and I expect the highlight to end shortly. Although Milik turns, Trippier finds a gap. No, it's headed away, and I assume we'll have a fade out any second. There we go. So I'll just pop the mouse over there. We were really good at home last year, so we should, curse of the commentary of course, we should see a good performance. And that's indeed a gashed head, a gashed head I think it was to Milik. That's no problem. We'll bring on Dembele. He's been good since he arrived from Celtic, and we'll see what he can do. It's just not worth taking the risk with Milik, even though a gashed head obviously is just a bandage up job. Charged down there by Joe Allen. Well done. Still falls back with him. That's a penalty apparently. I'm not sure how much there was in that. It just seemed to be 2 players muddling together as far as I could tell, but that is a penalty according to Darlow. So it'll be up to Jack Butland back in goal, and emphatically finished by Troy Deeney. So we'll try and G our players up a little bit. I don't think we deserve to be behind, but we are. Yeah, we've not really been at the races. Sigurdsson stands over the free kick. He was rifling them in pre-season, but since the season started, he seems to hit the wall every time. Shaqiri though wipes it into the bottom left corner. I don't know what a wiping is, but he's certainly wiped it in as far as I'm concerned. And restores parity in just 60 seconds. That's what we want to see. Jack Butland scrapes it up. Coming out with all of them now. We're scraping, we're swiping. Is in Bula is Sigurdsson. Looks left to Baba Rahman. First start for him. Arnautovic wants a move. He's not getting one. Sigurdsson, Trippier. Out to Shaqiri now into the penalty area. Crosses Sigurdsson, heads home. Not the goal you'd normally associate with Gylfi Sigurdsson, but it is a goal for Gylfi Sigurdsson. Off his head. Great crossing. Stood up towards the near post area by Xherdan Shaqiri. That's what he's great at. And we take a 2-1 lead. And if we could make it 3 before half time, I would be delighted. It's a great ball. It must be a penalty, and really, to be quite honest, that should be a red card. He was about to pull the trigger, and he's not even cautioned for it. That's 2 penalties in the game. Penalties in this year's FM. Broken, as far as I'm concerned. So we'll see if Sigurdsson can actually finish. Yep. Well, he's almost broke the net, so that's... I was criticising his goal scoring, and he's walloped 2 in for us. So we've had a swipe, a clean, a scrape, and now a wallop. It just gets better. So I think we can be quite pleased with that, really. We'll tell them to just watch out. It is a cup game. Teams do go hell for leather in the cup games. So I think statistically as well, we're on top of the game. We're in good control of the ball. 65% possession is what you want to see. So, second half coming up. Obviously, we need to be conscious of the fitness. And Buller's not having a good game, but that will be reflected in the fact that he gave away that suspect penalty. So we'll hope to see him edged back to us, and that's an injury to Arnautovic. He's not been terrific for us so far. We'll bring on Sobby, who had a decent year for us last year. He'll have turned 20 now, so we'll see. Hopefully, there you go. We'll hopefully see some improvement in him. Please do pause if you want to look at his stats, but I'll happily show any particular play. Obviously, we are a year in. I forget who. I think Manchester United won the league, so it's no great surprise. But they're there anyway. I don't think there's any real surprises in world football, to be honest. So we'll see. We won't bring on a because he's walking dead. I shouldn't really have put him on the bench. I think we'll bring on Muniesa, shall we? Let's bring on Vetso for sure. Let's take the captain off with a conscious decision towards the forthcoming league game on Saturday. Who I can't remember who it's against because, to be quite honest, it's been a few weeks since I played the save. So we're playing out time. Hopefully, we've seen all the goals we're going to see. Sigurdsson, he's had a good game. Ramadan, interesting. Ball's given away. Cathcart. There's nothing play here. Sigurdsson, he seems to be everywhere. Here's Ramadan. Can he do better this time? That's a better ball. It's too late for it though. Babarahman in field. Allen. Just a few seconds left now. Good ball, Sigurdsson. No. So that'll be full time. Stoke progress into the fourth round, which is, I think we want the fifth or the quarters at best. So that's good, especially after going behind to a penalty. That's what you want to see. We'll have a look at these injuries. That's a torn groin for Arnautovic. That's disappointing. And as we suspected, just a gashed head for Milik. It's just not worth the risk. I don't know what the risk would be if he played the full 90, but he's just not worth playing. So you can see the league there. Obviously, we have 13 points. We lost our opening game of the season away at West Ham 2-0. Very disappointed. But since then, we've followed that up with wins over Hull, Middlesbrough, Bournemouth and Man City. So not just games that you'd expect us to win. We've also drawn 3-3 at Liverpool. Probably deserved more. Champions League, we've played Inter at home, won 2-0. So that was very, very pleasing. And yeah, indeed, we expect to reach the quarterfinals of the League Cup and the sixth round of the FA Cup. So, Arsenal won the Premier League. Yep, they were runaway leaders last year. So, Arsenal got it bang on. 90 points. By far and away the best team in the division. We've lost to them twice, if I remember right. Yep. Home and away, lost to Arsenal. No other side managed to do the double overs apart from them. So, worthy champions. And we finished on a creditable 80 points, so well clear of fourth. And no real surprises, except to say maybe Middlesbrough and Hull surviving despite the awful seasons they had in real life. Everton, disastrous season down there. Have they started better this season? No. So they're in trouble. Promoted last year were Derby. Excuse me while I find them. Newcastle, as you might expect. And one more, Norwich City. So some regular returning faces. Derby, perhaps the most unfamiliar to Premier League fans. That'll wrap it up. We'll see where we can come back for another episode. We'll probably do a Champions League game, maybe a Premier League game. So we maybe we'll come back one of these two, Manchester United or Benfica. So that'll be close to December. It'll give us an idea as to what we might need in the January transfer window if we've got any more funds available. We do have not a lot of money to spend because we have spent big, and we didn't want to blow the coffers open. We've signed these players outright. There's no 4-year payments or anything like that. So yeah, we'll come back for that and we'll see how we do. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you would, and please do leave a like on the video if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye.